Hi, I'm Jason Cornwell. I'm sitting here with Damon Collazo, and we are the owners of Cornwell Casting. And we're here to tell you a little bit about our company, about what we're looking for, and try to help you get on some shows. Background is that I started out what year is this? 2009. In 1997, I was on The Real World. And since then, I have been a casting director, casting producer, and now I am the owner of Cornwell Casting.
Do's and don'ts?
Do's and don'ts of reality casting. We're making this up as we go along, by the way, but whatever comes to mind. Don't pretend to be somebody that you're not. When you come to an audition, don't think that we want to see your absolute best self. We want to see who you are. And the truth of the matter is that if you're right for the show, then you're right for the show. Just be yourself. That doesn't mean you can come to the audition and complain about your day. Don't come and be your worst self. Just come and be yourself. That's all that we care about. Don't be late. Do look good, regardless. Do look your best. Not a prom dress. Just look good. Just come, on time and look good.
I got one. May I have it? One thing that you guys might want to keep in mind is when you come to an interview, and I like to call them interviews, but it's professional. You should show up on time. You should look presentable. Obviously, like Jason said, be yourself. But one thing that we look for is we're looking for real people. And real people means we need people that have normal jobs, normal lives. All of us do. We all do something to earn a living. We're not always looking for models. We're not always looking for actors or actresses. We want someone who is real. So one of my personal pet peeves is someone who comes in and brags about what they've worked on in the past. I don't care about that. What I care about is somebody who's real and says, you know what, I go to work from 9 to 5, I go home, I have a young boy, I take care of him, and I'm a single parent. It's hard, it's a struggle, but I love my life. That's real. But when you deal with somebody who's like, yeah, I worked on Big Brother last year, and then now I'm trying to model, and now I've got a calendar coming out. That's great, and we understand that you're proud of your accomplishments. But the real thing is, what we really want is we want somebody who is real. If you get on a show, you're going to get a medical background check, you're going to get a physical, etc. STDs, so all those people out there.
You can have them sometimes, but you got to let us know about them.
Yeah.
Felonies?
Yeah, you're done. No felonies, no robbing banks.
None. Can't get on the show.
Nada.
No. Well, there's very few exceptions.
That's Spanish for nothing, by the way.
Right, nada.
When you apply for a show, a lot of times people will think like, okay, all right, so you're a regular person, you live in Des Moines, Iowa, and you're applying for a show, directly maybe on Reality Wanted. Let's see, right here, Reality Wanted, and you don't get a response. And that happens a lot, but a lot of you guys have to realize that we get thousands of submissions all the time per show. So the odds are tough, but you may not be right for the show. So my recommendation is to apply for many different shows in hopes that you may get a call. But what?
Tell us that you've applied for other shows. If we say on the questionnaire it says, "Have you applied for other reality shows?" Be honest about that part. It's not gonna ruin your chances of getting on the show. That's it.
That's true. Yeah. Don't worry about you being on other shows. It won't limit you so much as it would if we didn't know. So it's better to be upfront. Honesty is the best policy. Is that you have to be a little patient, because sometimes we work on shows for anywhere between 8 to 15 weeks. It just depends on the show. But it's important to realize that we a lot of times know that you submitted, and you may not be right for the show, and we're not going to respond and say you're not right for the show. So don't be too discouraged, but don't hound a casting director. That's probably the worst thing you can do, is hound them. They'll never put you on a show if you hound them. My recommendation is you submit yourself. Then a couple of weeks later, you can do a follow-up, a very nice follow-up, just saying, "Hey, I just wanted you to know that I'm available," or whatever, and that's it, and leave it at that. And that's just to ensure that in case somehow your file got passed over. But that would be it. No more than two. You see, two. That's it. No more. Or we come after you. We'll find you.
The other thing is that if you apply to one show, like at Cornwell Casting, we save all your files. So, and you get filed away, and then maybe 2-3 shows later, if we got like, okay, we need a 45-year-old African American out of the Midwest, we'll be like, oh yeah, there's that guy from blah blah blah. So we'll go back and we might call you up for another show. So just because you didn't get on one show, you might get on another. Your files never go away; they get filed away digitally, and we store all that stuff.
If you are feeling, if you're on the fence about a show, or you're watching this for the first time and you haven't ever applied for a show, and you're questioning, or you're not sure if you want to do it, and it's something that might change your life, do it. Go ahead and give it a shot. You'll never know unless you try. And we've had a lot of people that really sort of blossomed right before our eyes because there was a light, because they took a chance. So if you're right there and you're not sure and you're thinking about doing it, go ahead, do it. You never know what will happen, and it could change your life. And we've changed a lot of people's lives. Yeah. I mean, I've changed a ton of lives, and that's why I love what I do. And I think, well, he doesn't like what he does. He actually hates it.
But anyway, we cast every show you can imagine, every network: Discovery, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, VH1, TV Land, TNT. I mean, the CW. We've cast every type of imaginable show. CMT. I'm thinking of more USA. So there's not one thing that we're ever looking for. We're always just looking for people to be themselves, and depending on the show, to possibly be right for that. So I guess the bottom line is: be honest, don't lie, be yourself, show up on time, and that's about it. You want to find out about a lot of reality shows coming out right now and how to apply to them, go to realitywanted.com. And if you want to see what we're doing and what we're casting right now, you can go to cornwellcasting.com. That's CORNWELL casting.com. You'll see on our front page the Now Casting site.
Go to cornwellcasting.com if you can. And Reality Wanted is the bomb. Thanks for the interview. Good luck, guys.
Like one of those E moments.
That was.
They get those people to say all that E stuff.